Hey YouTubers, Mike B back here with another episode of Camouflage of the World. Today we've got the German Troppentarn, as it's commonly called in the US, Wüstentarn, you name it, it's been called everything. It's desert Flecktarn. But yeah, we've got this today to kind of show you a little bit about this. If you check out the other video on the regular Flecktarn, that'll go a little bit more in depth because there's more to talk about. So the regular woodland Flecktarn is a 5-color pattern. And for the desert Flecktarn, they decided to go with a simple 3-color pattern. So you've got your dark brown, you got mostly khaki, mostly beige this color, which is surprisingly the color that a desert usually is, or an arid environment. And you've got little splotches of brown and then tiny splotches of dark green. It actually works pretty well in a desert environment. I've seen this in real life over in a desert environment, and yeah, it's not a terrible design at all. So this stuff is actually fairly hard to find in the US. I don't know why, but it's just more expensive. I think they made a lot less of it, you know, because this stuff is only used when they deploy or go somewhere arid, so it's not used in Germany, as far as I know. Like, obviously there's probably going to be exceptions for like training exercises and stuff, but yeah, these are mainly reserved for troops who are deploying. So there's a couple differences between this and the regular Flecktarn, though. First of all, this shirt is from 2007. I'm pretty sure they came out with this in 1991 as well as the Woodland Flecktarn, but don't quote me on that. There's really not a lot of info about this stuff. But we'll just say it came around the same time as the Woodland Flecktarn came out in 91. And it's just been kind of sitting, and then they had to use it starting in 2001 when they started the NATO operation in Afghanistan began. So this is, yeah, 2007, and instead of being 65% cotton and 35% polyester, this is an 85-15 blend, as you can see right there. So they're a little bit lighter weight, they breathe a hell of a lot better, and what's really cool about these is under the arms, instead of just having some little holes, they've actually got like vents, like nylon vents. Or I'm sorry, they don't use nylon, they use polyester. Armpit vents, so they're really nice, and they got them underneath here too, so they vent out your arms. I've worn this outside in the heat up here in the summer, and they work really well. Obviously you get the German flag on each shoulder. It's pretty common on just about every Fleck pattern item available. Then you've got this particular thing was the NATO OTAN patch that was on here. I don't know if this comes standard on this new desert stuff, but I've seen this on most of the desert Fleck items, possibly because of the, like I said earlier, the NATO operation. They probably need it. You got the pocket, we call the cigarette pack pocket, on the left shoulder, which is pretty much, I've seen about 90% of all Flecktarn items have the cigarette pocket on the left shoulder, not the right. And there you got a couple pencil, little slots. You got the epaulets again, which the rank is worn on, and you got the name tape Velcro right there, and there's no other Velcro on this one, but that's all you got. You got the NATO OTAN Velcro patch, and then this. So this is a size 8, which is like a size medium regular. If you go onto my website at mikesmilitary.com, the whole scale is converted there, so you can see what this size is and whatever. I also do sell these. I'll give that little pedal for my website. So you can grab these on www.mikesmilitary.com. They're rather uncommon to find here. They look really sweet, and a lot of people, it's a good conversation starter. They're like, what is that? Because most desert camo, everybody knows what it looks like, and it's turned into fashion camouflage. This stuff, because it's kind of hard to find in the US, has just kind of been written off, and I haven't seen much of it. But yeah, and what's really cool about this too, kind of going in, you notice the woodland camo has a zipper right here, and this one doesn't. This is just a snap closure to provide for more ventilation in a hot environment. The Germans are actually pretty good at designing uniforms. These are still strong. Don't get me wrong, they're still very strong uniforms. The twill is really fun. It's not ripstop, but ripstop just means that it rips in a straight line when it tears from the bottom of your back all the way to your stomach. This stuff will just tear, and it just tears like a normal cloth. And but it takes a lot to actually get it to tear, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, anyway, this came out in the early 90s, and it's been used. It's still a current issue to all deployed troops in Afghanistan, I'm pretty sure. And obviously you're not going to see a lot of this, but I'd recommend getting a set for you. So that's all I've got, guys. If you're new to the channel, if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, that'd be great. And for those who are already subscribed, thanks for watching. And yeah, I hope you learned some. If you got any questions, I'll try to answer them, but I think I should have covered pretty much everything. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time.